everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So this was a real surprise. I had absolutely no idea that this film was coming out on 4K. I was just scrolling through Amazon Germany and I literally just came across this and I instantly picked it up. I love this film. It's one of my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. So yes, the film I'm going to be showing today is The Running Man on 4K Blu-ray. I cannot believe I am actually saying The Running Man on 4K Blu-ray. Now, I sometimes do be a bit skeptical. I've spoken about this numerous times on my channel. I sometimes do be a bit skeptical when it comes to Germany and then bringing out 4K releases, because sometimes you can get 4K releases where you don't have HDR on them at all. It's just a 4K Blu-ray. It's just the resolution you get with it, no HDR whatsoever, no Dolby Vision. And some of the 4K releases can be very lackluster, and Dog Soldiers is one in particular. I got really badly burnt with Dog Soldiers. It looks horrendous. It looks like a very poor Blu-ray, never mind 4K. So I was a bit skeptical going into this one. Again, just for the simple reason that I didn't hear tell of this film coming out in 4K. So before I do, I've watched the film. I watched it last night. And before I get into what I thought of the transfer on this movie, let's quickly just give you a quick look at this lovely Mediabook. And yeah, then we'll go from there. Right, so here we go. So this is the Digibook. And it's definitely one of the meatier media books that I've seen from Amazon Germany. Definitely a bit thicker than some of the releases that I have gotten off them, but digging that artwork. It has the whole thing is all matte finished, and it looks absolutely spectacular. So I'll take us around to the spine of it there, and as you can see, like I said, it's a nice thick looking media book. And then take us around to the back. That's the back artwork. And again, loving the artwork in the back. Now, the one thing they did put with this was this J card, but it's actually nothing's actually holding it on. So I'll just quickly show you that. It just gives you everything that you get on this release. So as you can see, there is a serious amount of bonus features. Granted, all of them are on the Blu-ray, not on the 4K disc, unfortunately. But yes, a lot of features, but I'm presuming they're probably the same features that we got on the previous Blu-ray. So yeah, take that to a side, and yeah, just loving that back artwork. I think it's a very old school 80s, which I love. So right, we'll open it up. And the first thing you're greeted to is your 4K disc there, and you've got your Blu-ray there behind it, and then you've got your Running Man, and then right at the back here you have got a bonus disc, which I'll just show you up close, which is nice, and some very nice artwork they've chosen for it as well for the back. So yeah, I'm going to take us through the book quickly as well. So like I said, this is an Amazon Germany release, so any kind of writing that you will see on this is going to be all, of course, in German, which is kind of a shame, because sometimes when you do buy releases from Amazon Italy, particularly the Midnight Classics, they can kind of give two options where, you know, half the book is in Italian and then the other half would be in English. So it's a shame Amazon Germany haven't kind of gotten into this, but this is just some of the art from the movie itself, and then yeah, we're kind of going to get to the write-up of the movie itself. So yeah, just a very simple, like, you got some great artwork in it, has to be said, which I do love. And yeah, it's a very nice media book, and very happy that I picked it up. So that's your Running Man media book on 4K Blu-ray. Right folks, so there you have it. That is the media book itself. Right, so for the 4K transfer on this movie, so I watched it last night, and the minute I knocked it on, the first thing I said to myself was, wow, this is by far the best this film has ever looked. Hands down, no question about it. I got the previous Blu-ray release that Germany brought out. It was a gorgeous steelbook of it, and I watched that Blu-ray when it came out, and it looked good, looked very good. But this is it's well ahead of that Blu-ray. Now, having said that, you're never going to convince anyone that they're watching a 4K picture when you knock this on. Not taking anything away from it, it still looks absolutely amazing, but it just, I don't know what it was, but when I watched the whole movie, it just never felt like, I even just said it to my fiance, it never felt like I was watching, you know, a 4K crisp looking disc. And it's not a bad thing. Look, it's The Running Man. The film itself doesn't really lend well to 4K. You know, there's no natural light in this movie. You know, it's all held in kind of like underground quadrants, and they all have different kind of color schemes, and it doesn't lend too well to 4K. But what does lend very well in this movie to 4K is the Dolby Vision that you get with it. Like I said, when they go to them quadrants, when they're in the Running Man, the actual game itself, you know, you have one quadrant that's kind of bluish, has a bluish tint to it. You have other quadrant where it has a red tint to it, and them colours really do shine through. They look absolutely incredible. They do. A huge upgrade you're going to see in it when it comes to the colour. Even when you see Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing the Hawaiian shirt, you'll instantly notice the colour difference on that shirt. It looks absolutely amazing. The black levels are, for the most part, fantastic. For the most part. There is a little bit of inconsistency with them, but I think it's around maybe 85% of the picture looks absolutely amazing. The shadow detail as well is absolutely spot on. You're going to love it. The only problem I had with it was the fine detail. It was a little inconsistent with the fine detail, and I think that's where my problem kind of came into this picture. When I said it never felt like a 4K picture. There's just times in the movie where you see Arnold Schwarzenegger's face and the detail is absolutely extraordinary on it. And then there's other times you see it where there's none there at all. Now, it's not DNR, there's absolutely no DNR being used. The picture just goes a bit soft. It's just a bit softer than... Yeah, so just inconsistent is probably the best word for this picture quality. But, again, don't let me put you off this. This film still looks amazing. It is by far the best it has ever looked. It is the best it will ever look. And I was very, very happy with it. I'm not going to lie, very, very happy with it. Even though it wasn't, like I said, they didn't have the 4K crispness that I was actually looking to get with this release. And you know what? When I bought this, I kind of knew that anyway, because it is the Running Man. Now, the audio on it as well is 7.1 DTS audio, and it's got an LCM 2.0 as well. The 7.1 audio, I have to admit, I was blown away by it. I thought it was fantastic. It does have problems as well. Some of the dialogue sounds a bit thin, particularly at the start of the movie, for some strange reason. Just felt a little thin. Nothing too bad. The surround activity in this movie was unbelievable. Now, granted, it's down to a lot of helicopters, and there's a lot of, particularly the crowds in the Running Man, the actual the game itself. The crowds kind of take up a lot of the surround activity behind you. But there is these great helicopter scenes where, you know, you can hear the helicopter going from your right speaker to your left, and then all of a sudden it's shooting behind you. It sounds unbelievable. Again, the problem with the sound is just something kind of similar to the picture quality, a little bit inconsistent as well. Sometimes they'll be shooting in this and there's just no punch to the sound. And then all of a sudden there'll be another scene where they're shooting again. It sounds absolutely amazing. The scenes where they're going down when they go into the Running Man game, that sounds unbelievable. The amount of bass, it actually shook the entire room out of it. And it was a pleasant surprise. There was a lot of bass heavy moments in this movie, and I wasn't expecting it. And when they did happen, I was kind of like, I looked at my fiance and I was like, God damn, I wasn't expecting that from this. So a lot of people are going to be saying, look, it's a 4K release and there's no Dolby Atmos with it. I'm telling you now, folks, I think this 7.1 is it's more than enough. I can't imagine Dolby Atmos improving on this too much, if I'm being totally honest. So don't let that put you off. So that is it, folks. I just wanted to get my quick thoughts out for this movie. I know it might sound like I was a little bit negative towards this film, but trust me, folks, I am so happy with it as well. The picture looks fantastic. It really does. A huge upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. And that's exactly what you are getting. And the audio is amazing, even though the audio was the same as what we got on the previous Blu-ray, which was fine. I thought it sounded fantastic. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up. And please do leave a comment down below. And if you have this film on 4K, let me know what your thoughts on it. And and if you are interested in buying this on 4K, you can get it on Amazon UK as well. They're actually selling it. I think it's around £26, £27. Yeah, and I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take care, folks out there. Stay safe. Bye-bye.